And I have a couple of really old Jeeps here. There's a 52 and a 70. And they have real points and things that nobody works on anymore. And I'm thinking, when I work on them, I'm going to start videotaping. And there I dated myself. I'm shoot video on how to do it and post it on YouTube. And if anybody wants Facebook also, post it up on YouTube and Facebook so people know what the heck's going on. It's a 1970 CJ5. It's a Renegade, one of 205 built for that year, with a factory V6. Now, done a little work to it, bumped that compression ratio up to 10:1, longer duration cam, stock carburetor though, because in reality, it is not actually safe to drive at a very high speed. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. We got a tire problem, we're going to address it. So the other day when I was at work, I discovered that I had a big screw in the tire. And then you see here I've got the proper lifting equipment. I've got the front end blocked. We're going to go in. We're going to release that parking brake. We're going to put the old beast in neutral. And I've got the wheel blocked in both directions. And we're going to get going here. I apologize, folks. This is not actually the handle for this jack, because that has gone the way of all flesh. When you buy stuff at the swap meet, you always get all the proper accoutrements you require, but this will be more than sufficient. It's only going up high enough to get that back wheel off the ground. There we go. And there you see it. That big old Phillips head, probably a sheet metal screw jammed in that tire. We're going to fix that puppy. Okay, so there you see the offending screw. Now what I have is a very old, from the late 40s, early 50s tire repair kit. And it involves this tool, as you can see here, and these tarry, rubbery ropes that are what seal the leak. Now, they do work in stainless steel belted tires, steel belted tires, but they actually work best in old bias ply, non-steel belted tires, or even nylon or synthetically belted modern tires. All right, radial tires. So I'm going to unthread the screw, which is actually the most efficient way to fix it. And you'll probably hear air leaking out any second. Yep, air is leaking out. Now you rotate, put this in here. There you go. That's what it tells you to do in the old instructions. And then you pull it back through. And it still leaks because I didn't do it right. Well, we're going to do it again. There we go. And believe it or not, that tire is effectively fixed. And I have driven on using this method for years on an old tire. And we're going to double check that puppy. Hang on. Okay, here we go. There's the repair. And there are no air bubbles coming out of that hole. So that tire is effectively repaired. And that will last, ladies and gentlemen, for literally years. And here it is. Here's the kit. I bought 3 of these kits. I think they were 25 cents a piece. I bought them a very long time ago. More than 30 years. And as I said, at the time I bought them, they were already from the late 40s, early 50s. There's the offending self-tapping sheet metal screw. And that's how we do that. I do a lot of off-roading. I go to this property in the desert. And I bring a lot of stuff with me. I have tune-up parts, spark plugs, a compressor in here, hammer, special wrenches that I might need. I've got grease, tape, you name it, it's in here. We've got rags, extra fan belts, an axe, rain poncho, emergency stove, first aid kits, you name it, I got it. I don't want to be caught unprepared. That's the worst possible thing. I've gone four-wheeling with people who are totally unprepared. And it's teeth-rending. Now, don't get me wrong, folks. I've had new 4xs. But after you're stuck in the exact geographical center with no place, and the fuel pump is in the tank, and it costs you $700 just to get your car towed out, and another several $100s to get that fuel pump replaced, when I could just on this car take my spare fuel pump out of a box, throw it on in like 25 minutes and be on my way, or throw a new set of points in when your electronic ignition fails, like I did it on a pickup truck I had in the middle of nowhere. This Jeep here, it's a 1952 M38A1. This has approximately 5 moving parts, of which I'm one. And it's, except for being 24 volts, it's incredibly easy to repair. And basically, the complete steering geometry, a lot of the parts are totally interchangeable with this Jeep. This has a V6 though, and a different transmission. And this has a 4-cylinder and a different transmission. But the transfer case, the drive shafts, will interchange because I've done it. And parking brake's a little different, but that's okay. Anyhow, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.
This movie was shot in 3B. 3 beers and it looks good, eh?